They said Jack the Ripper disappeared in London, but his shadow stretched far across the Atlantic. In Galveston, 1893, women vanished under the gaslights, throats slashed and a crude knife left behind. The police found no clues, only a blood-scrawled note. "Hello again. You know me." Fishermen swore they heard her song, sweet and mournful. It called them to the water's edge. When the tide pulled back, only their boots remained. One sailor claimed he saw her, long black hair, razor-sharp teeth. His warning came too late. The next night he drowned himself, smiling as he sank. The phantom tides left Galveston port in 1854 and was never seen again until last year. A storm washed the wreck ashore. No crew, no cargo. Just a captain's log, inked in blood, reading, "Beware the lantern glow, it isn't theirs to give." On Strand Street, the gaslight flickers oddly. They say it's because of the Watcher, a spectral figure who appears at midnight staring into windows. One bartender dared to wave at him. His throat was found slashed the next morning, his body frozen in a rictus grin. An antique shop in Galveston once displayed a cracked mirror. Legend claimed it belonged to Jack the Ripper. Those who looked into it saw him standing behind them, grinning. The shop burned down, but the mirror, it was never found. After the 1900 hurricane, survivors heard whispers in the ruins, urging them to take the toll. Those who listened went mad, gouging symbols into walls. Even now, during storms, people report seeing a man with no eyes demanding payment for safe passage. Every few years, the Sea Reaver is sighted off Galveston's coast, its tattered sails glowing green in the night. Survivors of shipwrecks claim it rammed them deliberately, a skeletal crew laughing as they sank beneath the waves. The old harbour jail is long abandoned, but at night you can hear the clanging of cell doors and the low hum of a man singing a lullaby. Locals swear it's the spirit of Jack the Ripper, waiting for the next victim to visit. The Galveston Lighthouse hasn't had a keeper for decades, yet its light still shines. Fishermen claim to see a figure in the window, but every time someone investigates, all they find is a bloody handprint smeared on the glass. Jack didn't stop with women. In Galveston, whispers say he worked as a butcher. Customers who questioned his strange meat disappeared. The butcher shop closed long ago, but some nights you can smell iron in the air and hear the sound of sharpening knives. A trolley conductor picked up a pale man on a stormy night in 1896. The man handed over a coin minted decades earlier, saying only, "Keep driving. He's following." The conductor found the coin still in his pocket years later, burnt to a crisp. The ghost ship Lady Morning docked in Galveston once, silent and empty. Passers-by heard screams echoing from its cabin. When the police arrived, the ship was gone, leaving only a single blood-stained plank floating in the bay. Far tourists spotted graffiti in the Galveston alleys last Halloween. It read, "I've moved on, but I'll always return."
I'll always return.
The next day, the body of a woman was found nearby, her throat marked by an all-too-familiar hand.